And I was about to pull in my freaking my parking spot, and smoke everywhere. And
Warner Brothers Fire Department had to come.
Yeah, Warner Brothers Fire Department. The guy pulled up and he was like, "Yeah, Montana, we figured it was you." Oh, you got to be kidding me right now.
Welcome to the Warner Brothers lot. I'm Jonathon Buckley, and this is A Lot More. The world created by Chuck Lorre's The Big Bang Theory is a gift that just keeps on giving. And after the success of Young Sheldon, we now have the adorable series Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage. And today, we're lucky enough to be joined by the stars themselves, Montana Jordan and Emily Osment. So, Montana.
Yes, sir.
Early in the season 1, you mentioned something about having TV friends. You had TV friends with a couple of people that you were watching when you have a baby and you're kind of stuck in front of the television. And you guys have been my TV friends for the last few weeks because I've just had a little baby myself.
Oh, congratulations.
A couple of weeks old. And so I've been sitting there watching Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage.
Did you say a couple of weeks
Yeah, I
old?
was just going to say,
oh, yeah,
you look
I'm
not
fresh.
tired.
Wow.
I'm fresh.
Wow.
So I've been watching the series and sitting there with my little bubba beside me, and I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, you guys would know just from the show probably more about parenting than I would at this stage.
He would. I don't know about. He's an actual dad.
Really? I mean, congratulations, by the way. I know that
Thank
you're
you, sir.
a new dad, but I mean, you're working with kids pretty regularly.
Yeah. They're there quite often. Also, I've got a lot of little kids in my life too. Just generally, all my girlfriends have kids, and we got his little one running around, and so yeah,
being loud as heck
she's
everywhere
so loud.
she goes.
She's so loud. She's so cute.
Does she get to come to set?
She comes every Tuesday, but last Tuesday they had to tell her to go on a walk because she was being
They
too loud.
did?
Yeah, Mac
Told her to go on a walk. She can barely
She was
walk.
being too loud. She was being too loud. We were trying to do the run through, and everybody was just hearing her screaming.
And she's not screaming out of like anything other than joy. Like she's joyful.
She was
Having a nice
screaming
time.
"Dada" is what it was. Like she could see me on the screen because we have TVs in her dressing room, and my wife had it on, and she was just screaming "Dada." That's all it was.
That's got to be like the best feeling in the
Oh
world.
my gosh, it's the best. It really is.
Okay, well, I've had a great time watching the first series. It's got so much heart, obviously funny, but it's been so well received. Why do you think it's been so well received? I mean, obviously you've got the groundwork of Big Bang Theory and Young Sheldon there, but people have really taken to this series. I mean, you guys have dominated with this series. You're doing really well. Why do you think that is the case?
It's hard. It's hard to know, and it's hard to. You don't ever really want to think about it too hard when it's doing really well because you're afraid it's going to go away. But I think it has a lot to do with, as you mentioned, the foundation of the Big Bang Theory, the foundation of Young Sheldon, and America knowing these characters and loving these characters and wanting to see the story expand. And it's a relatable show. It's a show about a young family with a kid, and I think that's something that a lot of people can relate to. And it's our world is very scary right now, and having a television show you can just put on and make you feel good is something we all need. I think that's this show for sure.
Really is.
I mean, as simple as it is, it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real.
That's what struck me about watching it. I was like, man, it just is so familiar. Like, okay, I've been there. I've had that conversation with the in-law, or I've had that conversation with the family, and so there is
who was it?
Actually, I honestly have some of the best in-laws ever. So it's mostly.
You better clear that up. You better.
Some of us know my mother-in-law, and she's no joke, one of the best.
That's
actually,
awesome.
I have 2 mother-in-laws. They're twins, so
and that makes it easier because, like Georgie and Mandy, they're having to deal with Audrey and just too many opinions around. With Mandy and Audrey, Audrey thinks that we should raise her one way, and we have different opinions. And
between Catholic and Baptist, she's been baptized twice in 2 different religions. Nobody can agree on what to do with our daughter. It's very funny.
Well, and as a recent father myself, I've realized, somebody said this beforehand, it's like, oh, everyone's got an opinion. And I realized, oh, wow, everybody does have an opinion. Even people that aren't in your direct circle are like, oh, you should be doing this with her. Like, oh, okay.
That's where you say, please don't should me. Don't should me.
I want to talk about you guys' career or ascent. You've both had such unique starts to your career because, a lot of people spend a lot of time working and navigating the entertainment business to arrive at a place that you're at now. But you both started really young. Was it something that, I'll start with you, Emily. Was it something that you intended to do? Did you know that was what you were going to do?
At 5, probably not.
I was going to say, like,
but you never know.
Did you have a little spark somewhere? You were like, Mama.
No. I don't know. Maybe, yeah. I think it was just sort of it was the family business, so to speak. I mean, my father was a theater actor for a very long time, and brought my mom out to California for his own theater career. And then my brother, who's 4 years older, started acting really young. Was like spotted in an IKEA because he's such a cute little like blonde-headed little boy, and some casting director was
That's like the classic Hollywood story.
IKEA.
Like
IKEA is the Swedish company is really the classic American story. But they spotted him in IKEA, and he went in for like I think it was a casting call for like Domino's or Pizza Hut or something, and then it just sort of escalated from there. And then a few years later, when I came around, I was also small and blonde, and so they thought, why not try this with me too? And it was great, and I really enjoyed it, and it felt like play, and that's what you want as a kid actor.
Yeah, exactly.
It's supposed to feel like play, not work. Yeah.
Was there a nice balance to it, like with your work, and then I wasn't sure.
When it rained, it poured, kind of. So it was either like I was full time in school or full time at work, and then sometimes I was trying to do both at the same time, which was really hard. Which I know you know about because you were. You were working,
for years on
for years and years, and I was going to like a real high school, and I went to college, and I was still trying to work. I had to leave college early because I was like, I can't do a sitcom and then also go to like an 8 a.m. music class. It's like impossible. So it was tough to manage, but yeah, I feel like that's why I can juggle pretty well now. It's because of that.
I imagine. I would struggle with that schedule even at my age now. I think it would be.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot, but I didn't know anything else, so that made it. And I had a very supportive, wonderful family and a really great group of friends that I still have because I'm from here. And so I have friends that I've known since elementary school and high school and college, and I still live in the town where all that happened. So I get to see those people regularly, and they've been around for a long time, which is helpful to have, a base like that.
Okay. And Montana, you started like a little bit later, but not a lot later.
For me, I started when I was 12. Yeah, I did my first movie when I was 12, and it literally come from a casting call on Facebook. My mom's friend.
You didn't have Facebook back when I was doing it.
MySpace, is that what you was on?
Well, we barely had MySpace, I think, at that time. We barely had the internet, Montana.
I'm an 03 baby, so I don't know about that.
Oh, my God.
When I looked at you when you were born, I was like, wait, how old am I again?
Yeah.
But I started when I was 12. I did my first thing, and it was a little movie we did in North Carolina. And I did a couple auditions in Texas, in-person auditions, and they flew me out to North Carolina. We filmed it for 3 months and ended up beating out, I think it was like 10,000 kids throughout the whole process.
You beat 10,000 children?
That's what it was, yeah.
That's not nice.
That's not nice.
Do you remember that process well?
I mean, not really. It was just kind of, because I didn't really have a dream of being an actor or being on TV or anything like that. It was just like, because I didn't, like, in a small town where I'm from, you don't really, like, you watch TV, you don't ever imagine you'd ever be on it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And, but no, so I went out there and did it for a couple months, and then I got a manager from it, and they got me young Sheldon, and I guess the rest is history. But
who was it that sent you the Facebook posting?
It was just my mom's friend.
Oh.
It was literally my mom's friend just sent her a casting call. That's all it was. And
isn't that wild when you think about these little moments in your life that are so transformative? It's like that movie Sliding Doors or whatever. It's like one way you're going this way, and then all of a sudden just a Facebook post and you're off.
But not only that is, I went up there, it was down to 3 kids when we got to North Carolina. And I ended up getting beat by this other kid. And he come in work one day just acting crazy. I guess it done got to his head that he got this role and this and that. And he'd come into work saying, "What up, my B words," and just crazy stuff.
You can't say that.
And you can't say that. And then Josh Brolin, he was talking to the director and everything. He was like, "Just bring Montana back. Bring him back." So because the role was set as a a troubled kid. He was a city kid, whereas his father was a deer hunter, and he was trying to take his son on this deer hunt and trying to get him into deer hunting and this and that. And so the role was set for a heavier set kid. And shit, I'm telling you right now, if I was 20 pounds heavier, I couldn't have done the stuff that they were getting us to do.
Is that right?
I mean, it was... I'm not going to say it because they probably broke a lot of laws, but I will say I had a blast because I was a daredevil and I was just ready for anything.
Yeah.
But it was a good start. I'm very thankful for it, and without that, I wouldn't be where I am. So
thank you, Josh Brolin.
yeah, thank you, Josh Brolin.
Were you aware of the Big Bang Theory world?
I wasn't really. No, sir. No, like I said, I don't watch TV. I still don't to this day. So I know. I can't lie to you though. But no, I respect everything, and I know the work that they put into it and the franchise that they've built. So I'm very, very thankful and blessed to be a part of it.
Well, you were very charming in Young Sheldon, I actually in research for the show had to go back and take a look at myself because I hadn't seen that either. And after watching Georgie and Mandy and then seeing you as a kid, I was
so cute.
Yeah. So you remember when you both met for the film? Like, I know that you're, TV show husband-wife now, but do you remember that first meeting for the two of you?
When did we first meet?
Was it the laundromat scene or was it the cars scene? I think it was the laundromat.
It might have been laundromat.
Laundromat scene,
when we were lying about our age.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the first day I was so intimidated because he was so beloved by the entire crew.
Yeah.
And I walked in there and I recognized some people from other shows that I'd done, and I was like, oh hey, yeah, whatever. And they were just so in love with this one. I was like, dang, all right.
Who's this guy?
I was nervous to work with you.
Well, the truth comes out now.
Nice.
But it was wonderful, and he had this cute little mullet, and it was just great. What was that, 6 years ago, 5 years ago?
Has it been that long?
I think so. Almost 6 years ago. Yeah.
And the Southern drawl. Are you a sucker for a Southern drawl?
Oh yeah. Well, both my parents are from Birmingham, Alabama, and so it's a different Southern, but it's still Southern. And so I walked in there with an accent that I had prepared. I remember talking to Steve Malaro, our producer, on the phone while I was getting my COVID shot in a parking lot, because that's what year it was. And I was like, so do you want me to do an accent? Like, yeah, bring in some sort of Southern accent. I didn't audition because they offered me the role, so I didn't have a chance to sort of prepare it in front of them.
Yeah.
And so I walked in there with something, and if you go back and watch season 5, episode whatever of The First Time You See Me, I have a Southern accent. And then it just sort of disappears.
Just goes away.
Because they were like, anything you do next to Montana is not going to sound real because his is so thick, but it's so real. And so mine, I'm supposed to be from the same town. But everybody on that show sort of does have a little bit of a different cadence with their accent.
Yeah, they do.
But they're like, well, you're a meteorologist. It got worked out of you during your media training or something. I was like, works for me.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But I do love a Southern accent. Yeah.
Big fan, by the way. Big fan. When I first moved to America, it came
you're
across
Southern.
I like your accent. I like your accent.
I remember meeting a Texan very early on in the day, and I was just like, that is the coolest thing I've ever heard. Like,
that's what we think about you.
So,
Yeah,
but it goes around. It's full circle. So was there a warmth initially when you first met? Like, did you have to do a chemistry read together? Is that something that had to happen?
Did they tell you? Was it the same way it is now, where you just got the script the night before and you're like, oh, this person's playing my love interest? They didn't give you a warning at all.
It was about the same. They kind of. They just go from episode to episode. I don't think they go too far ahead. They don't know how the season's going to end.
Yeah, they're 2 episodes ahead right now.
Yeah, there's not. So
that's it.
And us as actors, for sure, we really don't know. I mean,
we're not allowed to
we're not allowed to know. Especially for something like this multicam where the script changes so often. Yeah. Every day it's changing. And they don't want us to get stuck on one, line or whatever. So
that's interesting. So did you, I guess, to that point, you probably had no idea that years later he'd be,
No.
That just kind of naturally unfolded? Did they start to see this chemistry? Did they start to see this story? Or was it more of an audience push to keep your story alive?
From what I've heard from our Steve and Chuck, is that I was only supposed to come in for 1 episode, and then it went really well, and we got along really well, and they kept bringing me back, and then they saw an opportunity to mess up his life with a kid, And so that was a fun trajectory to take. And then they wanted to continue it after Young Sheldon was done. And so, I mean, I didn't know anything until 4 seconds after. I could not have predicted
with Chuck Lorre in the past.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I know he's not planning things. He just likes to see how things go.
So you know how he works.
Yeah.
Did he call you up direct to say, hey, I just have a thing that I want you to do. Can you come in for this?
Yeah. Do you want to tell that story? Because we were all on a Zoom.
No.
And they let us know that season 7 was going to be the end of Young Sheldon, and we were all very upset.
I can imagine.
And then 5 seconds later, my house phone rings.
Literally 5 seconds.
5 seconds later, not my cell phone, my house line. I don't even know how he got my house line, a landline phone number.
You still have a landline too,
I live up in the mountains. It's hard to get the service, but it's good for if there's earthquakes, you need to have a direct line.
First.
Anyway, but he calls and it's like, hi, this is Nico, Chuck's assistant. We have Chuck Lorre on the phone for you. I'm like, who? What? Where? How'd you get this number? And they said, we want to float this idea to you. We want to gauge your interest before we take it further, because if you're not interested, then we're not going to, write it. But we want to know how you feel about it. And I was like, yes, absolutely. Is it going to be multicam? Because I missed multicam so much. Young Sheldon was single camera, and they're like, yeah, it's going to be multicam, live audience. And then I was just waiting for a call or an email or a text from Montana to say hey, I'm also into I didn't know anything. They called both of us independently. And so I just prayed that you also wanted to be involved in it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Steve Holland told me that they were worried about if I was going to say yes or not.
Yeah, no, we were.
But I don't. There was not a.
Were you giving off a vibe?
I think you were either engaged at that point or you had some life. There was something going on that you're he's going to go back to Texas.
Back to Texas and do that. Yeah.
We're always afraid we're going to lose you to Texas.
There was not ever a thought that I was not going to take that opportunity.
Yeah. So that happened right after you found out that season was going to be the end.
Yeah, it was very soon after that. And then we had to finish the season knowing that we had this thing and we were trying to keep it to ourselves because it was going to be difficult.
Oh, so you had to keep it secret from other cast members as well.
Yeah.
Because that would be so hard. I can only imagine on a series like that. Gosh, even if you do a theatre production for 3 months, you become family with the cast. But you're in a series playing family for years upon years. To hear that might stop being your day-to-day, I imagine would be heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So to then get that phone call, what a roller coaster ride of emotions you've gone through to find out that this was going to be the series.
Luckily, you guys are all very close, and it was only joy. But it was.
Yeah, and so then you've gone from being series regular, so now it's your show. It's your show.
It's her show.
Well, it's both of your shows.
It's his show.
You've now got. I'm just thinking from your perspective, was that like? Did you feel the weight of that? No responsibility, or was it just excitement?
No, I just. It could have been because. But when I started Young Sheldon, I didn't know I didn't know what I was doing. I was just playing the character the way that I thought it should be played. And they liked it and fell in love with it and this and that. And thankfully they did. But I didn't. And then we started Georgie and Mandy, and this is multicam. It's completely different. But I just knew that I got through it on Young Sheldon, and I can do it again. I don't change the way I play the character any. It's just different beats that you got to hit on multicam.
Gotcha. Can you explain that a little bit for the audience as well? How that works, between single cam and multicam? What's the difference? Just in a
Go ahead, Montana.
Well, single cam is more, in my opinion, it's more just behind the scenes type of feel. Yep. You don't have the live audience. It's just more. I don't know. It's just more behind the scenes feel. And then multicam, you have the live on. You got 180 people, 200 people sitting there looking at you, just staring you down. And it's kind of like filming a play. That's what our director always says. It's like we're working on a play every week, and we have a run through Thursday and Friday, table read on Wednesday, and then Monday we have pre-shoots, and Tuesday's a live show. But there's just an energy you can't explain unless you've been there. It's incredible.
That's great.
Does it add to your workload somewhat?
It's actually, in my opinion, the multicam schedule is a lot better. And with single cam, because of the way that it's shot, because you're incorporating an entire world, you can shoot from every angle. There's a lot more camera work, and there's a lot more setup, there's a lot more lighting, there's a lot more just everything. You can go outside, you can stay inside, and with multicam, we're inside, we're on one plane with 4 cameras shooting one direction, and all the lighting is the same every week. And so it cuts down on your everything. And it's helps you get home a little bit quicker and helps you rest up to be more prepared for your next day.
Here's a perfect example. Young Sheldon dinner scene, 12 hours.
Whew, yeah.
Yep.
Georgie and Mandy dinner scene.
45 minutes.
Yeah. Literally.
I never thought of it in that way before. Okay.
Yeah.
Does it add a certain amount of nerves, having those 180 people that you mentioned in there? I mean, they're all rooting for you anyway, I imagine.
It's loud.
Is
But it's awesome, though. They come in with smiles on their face,
They're
just
so
excited.
That audience last night was great.
Yeah,
too. They
good.
were really good last night.
We've had really good audiences. You can just tell they're excited to be there and just ready to watch this show.
And there's sometimes they'll laugh and we're like, that wasn't a joke, but thank you.
Appreciate it.
So somebody will walk in a room and they'll laugh and they're like, oh, man, am I walking weird? Like,
So when you guys finally came to this series, I mean, you obviously spent a lot of time together with young Sheldon, but now you're together. I mean, even on your day off, supposedly, you're here with us together
again. Don't you love it, though?
I love it.
Are you having a nice time together?
Yeah, we really are.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's great. It's nice to feel so close with people that you still see every single day.
Yeah.
You don't really, I mean, I'm speaking for myself, but you don't get tired of that. And there's definitely been projects I've worked on in the past where I'm like, oh man. And I never feel that going to work every day, getting to see.
Speak for yourself.
See? But no, we really like each other. We go to Dodger games.
Oh, good. Yeah,
we're going to trick or treat
doing
together
all right
this
right now.
year.
This is
like,
exciting.
we like to spend time
I like when you
outside of
can,
work.
when your workmates become your friends outside of work
It's
as well.
very
Really
special
cool.
and rare, honestly, in this business. Yeah.
Were there any highlights from season one that was a moment in time that you were like, that was just absolutely an awesome
God, what happened in season 1?
thing to be part of?
It's been like 20 years.
I just love everybody getting getting to see a side of like Ruben and getting to see Connor and just seeing everybody getting to love these characters that they're just now finding out about. I love that. I love their storylines.
Yeah, I love how much more we're getting to know Ruben. That's great. And I love every time they write a drunk scene for Audrey. It's like the funniest.
She's so good
She's
at that.
So good at the drunks. I don't know how she does it.
I'm like, did you drink a little bit this morning?
It's hard, like to make it authentic, to play drunk and make
Drunk
it
is one of the
not
hardest
overdone
things to play.
and stuff.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. I mean, Ruben's going to have a bigger role to play this season with the business,
tire store,
right?
yeah.
So the tire store, you've taken control of it. You've bought it off Jim, and now it's you and Ruben. And do you think are we expecting fireworks this season? I don't want to spoil anything.
I mean, look, they just took over this business, and as soon as they walked in, they started disagreeing with each other.
Yeah.
So, and then, they quickly found out that they've got to settle these disagreements somehow. In one of the episodes we just filmed, they had a foot race. And that's how they decided
That's how boys decide things.
That's how they settled it.
Feats of strength.
Look, they're trying to create this business from the ground up, and Georgie has this way that he wants to do it. He has his tunnel vision of how he wants to become Dr. Tire, and with Ruben now his business partner, which he has to have because without Ruben and his abuela is what words they said his grandmother
his abuela,
helped him give a down payment so we could afford the store.
Yeah.
So without Ruben, there would not be a tire store. So,
that's nice. I
There
hope
would
he
be.
hear you say that.
Yeah.
That's really
I mean,
sweet.
That was a nice moment in the series too when he came in, and it was like the writers have done a great job because you can relate to it straight away. I can understand it, helps everybody out, totally makes sense. But if you can't do it, can't do it. But now you've got Ruben coming, but you know immediately, well, there's drama on the horizon,
right?
Because of your relationship together.
Have I told you about what I hope happens to Mandy and with Ruben?
What?
I really hope. This is coming from nothing, by the way. Like, this isn't real, but I really hope that we find out that in the past, like, Mandy and Ruben had like a one-night stand or something.
Oh, that would
Wouldn't that be funny?
That would.
That'd be
you
really
get
great.
to
And we just
suggest?
don't talk about it. No, God, no. To Chuck Lorre. No.
Like, I was thinking,
How many
just by
Emmys
the
does that
water
man
cooler?
have? No, absolutely not. No, I could slip it to Steve Holland and he would say, that's cute. And then,
Not ever hear about it.
But no, but I think that would be really, and then we just have agreed that we're just never talk about it and we don't discuss it. I just think that would be hilarious.
I'm telling you right now, like, it is insane how accurate they are. Like, with this show being based in Texas, but it's being filmed up here, and they're all from up here. Yeah. But the way that there is just some stuff where I'm like, how do you even know that's how it is in Texas?
Did they ever approach you about this?
They pay attention to every detail.
Really?
Yeah. Well, there's also Connor, who's from Texas.
Well, yeah,
I think that's really helpful. Some of our writers are Texas-born and raised.
But they're so on point.
But they're,
everything. Yeah. Like I was just doing another interview and they were talking about how, and the audience pays attention just as close, But he was talking about how there was a Bluebell ice cream container, just little details that they pay attention to.
Yeah, that's also a production design is like unbelievable. And Richard, who does all that, is like he's so detailed. Like even I'll be in Mary's kitchen and I'll just open a drawer and there'll be something from 1990, like authentically. It's so authentic. Every corner is real.
That was a real star of the show as well. Like I thought that the setting, having grown up in the 90s, you remember obviously some of the stuff from the 90s. Like
yes,
they've been really true to the time, and it's been so fun even watching you as a weather lady and your
the clothes,
and
Kat, our costume designer, is incredible. Everything I try on is vintage from the 90s, and I'll wear like Levi's maybe that are current, but it'll be paired with the top that she found at a salvage thing, and like they go to the nth degree and every department to make this as authentic as possible. And he's right. Like it's like little Easter eggs. You're like, there's not one part of the show that isn't doing its best.
The computers and everything in the broadcast office, the kind of janky green screen that was being used back in the day.
And all the recording equipment and like the giant microphone instead of the tiny lavalier that we have now, and like it's like very authentic.
It looks like you're having a lot of fun when you're doing your weather scenes.
Yes, it's silly.
Is that?
It's very silly. And it's very fun. Yeah.
Should we be worried about Scott? Is it Scott your boss?
We ain't worried about Scott.
We're not worried about Scott?
No.
He was pretty well behaved.
Well, we get into that this season, which is great.
I was going to say, are we in for something this season with Scott?
A little something, yeah. I mean, it's going to be difficult for them to manage the fact that she works with her boss, even though she hasn't done anything wrong other than maybe not tell him soon enough. She's not behaving in a way that's inappropriate. Him, I don't know if I can speak for, but I think it's going to be difficult for them to be mature about this because how old are you on the show? 21?
18.
No, you're not 18 on the show. Are you 18 on the show?
No, 19.
I think you're 20.
20.
Oh,
right?
20?
You're 20.
No. I just started drinking beer on the show this season.
That's how I
true.
knew
Okay,
you were
so you're 20. You're almost 21.
I guess I'm almost 21 then.
And so he's 20, and so the maturity level of like having to deal with the fact that your wife is working with an ex-boyfriend probably is still at that 20-year-old part where you're like, I have to go in there and talk to that boy.
Yep.
But
figure this out.
So
Georgie did. He showed up at the work.
He shows up and tells him how he feels. It's hilarious. It's great.
Are there any storylines that at the end of season 1 you were really excited to explore personally in this season, in the second series?
I'm excited for them to potentially maybe get out of her parents' house and see how that works. I wonder how long we'll be there. Story-wise, it's great.
It's funny, though, the jumping back and forth between the Cooper and the
Cooper house
and
the McAllister house. And it's funny to see the McAllister house, which was only ever used in young Sheldon single cam world, to then have, we just did an episode this week where we're staying in Sheldon's old room, but with multicam, it's flipped. And so the crew had never seen it from the other direction. And so we're shooting it this way when we used to only shoot it this way. And it was putting it like, is that where that couch was? And is that where the bed was? And like, it's weird.
Yeah, it's strange.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I've got a couple of just quick questions that we're going to just run through, just a little rapid fire to sort of just to wrap it all up, because you guys it's been fascinating chatting with you guys.
Thank you.
I'm super surprised I haven't called you Georgie and Mandy yet, because that's who you have been to me.
I call myself that.
Do you get that a lot in the street when you're out and about? Do people yelling that out now?
I had somebody call me Montana the other day.
Did you really?
Yeah, like I did an interview and she was like, okay, Montana. And I was like, oh, she needs some sleep.
She does.
Yeah, what the hell?
I don't know. Montana could be a cute girl's name. I don't know.
I think it's a cute girl's name. All right, quick questions. All right, if the entertainment industry didn't exist, what would you be doing?
Sleeping more.
Sleeping more?
I'm going to give you a real answer. I think I would probably go to the railroad.
Really?
Yeah.
To ride the trains?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what I do. I just have some family members that's in the railroad.
Yep.
And back where I'm at in Texas, it's either lineman railroad or the oil field, or cattle. Yeah, but I'd probably go railroad. I just have family in railroad.
You wouldn't be shooting skeet in your backyard like we did that one time?
Well, that don't pay too much.
That was fun.
Something's got to pay the bill.
First marriage seems ominous in the title, first marriage. Should we be worried for Georgie and Mandy?
I don't think they would call it that if there wasn't some sort of threat that things weren't going to be going well, but
Well, you could just update your vows at some point.
Yeah. True, or maybe there's a second marriage, but it's also me.
Well, there you go. Yeah, exactly.
You at least got a good 30 episodes to enjoy before that.
Before anything happens.
Yeah, before you need to worry about it.
Okie dokie. Well, this question is probably not for you because you don't watch TV. But what was the last thing that you watched?
Me? Oh, I'm watching Task. I'm watching Gilmore Girls, of course, again, because it's fall.
I was going to say that's a thing that's happening in my house right now,
My
too.
wife loves that show.
She's
What?
learning about it.
Yes.
Why doesn't she tell me these things?
I'm not kidding. She has watched it 1,000,000 times.
Okay,
like,
I'm going to
over
call
and
her
over and
after
over.
this because
Yes,
she
she
has
loves
some
it.
work
My
to
wife's
do.
the same thing. It's just on in the background.
It's a perfect show, and we work where it was shot, and we get to walk around, and I get to go, oh, there's Stars Hollow, there's Luke's. It's great.
And it's this time of year that we watch it, right?
That's correct.
Fall.
Good job.
I'm still
yes,
learning.
It is this time
Grace
of year.
told me about it.
We use it. We watch it only at fall.
Was it Team Jess, Team Logan, and Team...
Your Team Logan?
Just Logan?
Oh, no.
No, I'm Team Jess,
Contention.
I think. Yeah, he was the only one that pushes her. He pushes her to do... Anyway, we'll talk later. I think I'm just Team Milo.
Yeah. We'll figure this out one day, I'm sure. Yeah.
But yeah, a bunch of stuff. A bunch of good stuff. Oh, and then I saw Weapons recently. Oh, my God.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Good?
Yeah, sure. It was so scary.
Okay.
Move on. I can't think about it.
I like
a
that.
movie that always sticks in my mind is Little Rascals. I watched that a lot as a child.
Yeah.
Little Rascals.
Do you watch it at a certain time of year?
No. It was just the only DVD that we had, so I just always pop it in.
On repeat.
Oh, I see a Christmas
know every
present
word.
coming.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
awesome. There you go. That's great. All right. Is there a set souvenir you'd steal if no one was watching?
Ooh. Well, I mean, I felt that in like Young Sheldon when it ended. I took George's guitar that was on
Did you?
Oh, you
in his
did? That's
room
sweet.
and a couple blankets and I got his shoes. I got a pager.
You took the pager?
the pager?
Oh, that's cute.
Has anyone paged you yet?
Oh, yeah, I get pages all the time. And then I think that's about it. That's all it took. No, I lied. Our trunk was full, actually. Our whole car was full of stuff.
I took a rug from my dressing room a couple of years ago on another show I was working on. They just had like a very nice rug in my dressing room. I was like, no one's going to miss this.
And they didn't.
I think I'd probably take my wig. That would be...
Your wig?
Yeah. It's a very nice, expensive wig.
From this, you wearing a wig?
Oh, yeah. I probably shouldn't have said that.
Oh, no, because it looks like...
See how my hair is short?
It's a little short. Oh, I see, of course. I noticed you looked a little different today. Yeah.
Yes, for everyone getting into acting as a woman, get a wig. Saves your hair.
Is that right? That's the trick. So how does it say? They don't have to like tease it up and.
No, yeah, they don't put heat on it. They don't put product in it. It's like you can protect your hair because you only get one head of hair your whole life.
That actually is smart.
Yeah.
It really is.
That is.
I need to check into that.
Yeah.
You have great hair. You're never gonna lose your hair.
I don't know. It's going back.
Was your mullet real back in the day?
Oh, it was
Wait
real.
till you have that second and third and fourth trial, and we'll just see it keep receding.
Go back. Now, I got my first mullet. I got to tell you this. I got my first mullet at a barbershop called Tater Town.
Yeah.
That's what it was called.
Oh, do they have merch online that I can find? Because I
don't
really
know.
want
Probably
a Tater Town t-shirt.
Tater Town.
Tater Town. That's adorable.
I think they actually mentioned it in Young Sheldon.
Did they?
Yeah, I think so.
That's cute.
They were talking about it. I don't know if they actually did, but.
And you were ahead of your time, too, because, I don't know, the mullet, I think, is coming
It's back.
It's coming back.
It's coming back. And then there's the she mullet, of course.
Oh, yeah.
It's for the lady.
The schmullet.
The schmullet.
The schmullet.
What piece of advice would you give your younger self if you were starting out? When you were starting out?
Just kind of worry about yourself and what you're doing. You can't really control what other people think about you or your performance or how you're doing. It's just about how you feel about the effort you're making.
Yep.
That was good.
He feels the same.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. What would I tell my younger self?
Don't drive cars that catch on fire when they pull into the Warner Brothers lot.
Oh,
Did that happen?
Yeah.
It happened not long ago, yes. I'm much into
Georgie
just
thing
older
ever.
cars.
He's got some
I like
great
vintage cars. And I got a '67 Mustang, and I was driving it in, and I was about to pull in my freaking my parking spot, and smoke everywhere. And
Warner Brothers Fire Department at the time.
Warner Brothers Fire Department. The guy pulled up and he was like, "Yeah, Montana, we figured it was you." Oh, you got to be kidding me right now.
Was the car okay?
No, it was good. Yeah,
It just got like an oil change or something.
Yeah, it was a power steering fluid leak. Is all it was.
That's all it was.
Yeah, it was just.
Your cars have power steering.
Yeah, it's got power steering.
Sounds like you've done some work to it.
No AC, but power steering.
Yeah, no airbags.
I could talk about this all day. We won't.
I love it.
This. That sounds like a really nice car. I might need to see a photo when we get off. Do you have any tips to get a baby to go to sleep?
Oh, to get a baby to go to sleep.
What age?
Really, what you have to do, for one, I will tell you, you have to sleep train your child. You have to. Because if you don't, you've got to have a baby on a schedule. They have to be on a schedule, or else you can't live your life and do what you want.
Be the best parent you can be.
Yeah, exactly. But sleep training, but it's hard, because the reason it's hard is because sleep training contains putting the baby in the bed and letting the baby cry itself to sleep. And that's just what it is.
Too, yeah.
But it's good for the baby. It really is.
Okay.
So yeah, that's just letting the baby cry itself to sleep.
Well, I'm still a baby, so the way I go to sleep is I need it to be very cold, and I need to be very loud with a sound machine and maybe even a fan. And I need to have my sleepy time tea, and I need to watch Gilmore Girls, and then I'm out.
Wow.
That's it. You're done. You're down for the count.
Yeah, that's why I said, how old is the baby? Because I'm still baby.
You guys have been so fun, and I'm so glad that I got a chance to meet you in person again. You're my TV friends right now, and I'm looking forward to season 2, which, as of the taping of this, comes out tomorrow night.
Great.
So, yeah, can't wait to see what is in store for
thank you for having
Georgie
me.
Mandy.
Thank
you
you
so much. Really
Yes,
cool.
sir.
Good job.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.